Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to register for the Docomo Bike Share service in Japan. It's a little confusing to do, so I wanted to do a video on this. A couple of things that you will need. You will need a phone that works in Japan. Most phones nowadays, if you bought one recently, I know the newer iPhones, the Google Pixels and the Samsung Galaxies should work in Japan. Best thing to do is check with your provider, and I'll also leave a link in the description to a place where you can check to see if your phone works in Japan. The other thing you'll need is for your phone, you want to make sure that you have an unlocked cell phone. That way you're not locked to your provider, and that way you can add a data-only SIM card that you can buy in Japan. I'll also leave some links to some resources for that. And the other option is if you already have a data plan that works internationally, chances are they may or may not cover Japan, but you can check with your service provider. I know Google Fi has a plan that works internationally in 200 plus countries, and T-Mobile also has a international plan that works in 200 plus countries, as well as I believe Verizon. You can add an international pass, and I'm sure there's some other companies out there that have something similar. So you may want to check. It may be cheaper just to, if you have an unlocked phone, it may actually be cheaper to buy a data SIM card. Okay, without further ado, let's get to the tutorial. So just pull up Google and do a search for Docomo Bike Share, and website should pull up, and go into the website. Now in here it will normally, if you're in Japan, it'll normally come up with the Japanese language. You can change that by clicking up on the top right hand corner. There's these three little bars. Just click that and switch to English. It's already on English, so I'll go ahead and close this. And then now you want to go to the register login section. And now it's showing you the areas that they service. I happen to be in Tokyo right now, so I'm going to select Shinjuku because I'm in the Shinjuku part of Tokyo. And then you're going to scroll down and hit the register button, and you're going to read through the terms and then scroll down to accept if you agree. Okay, now this information that you add in is for the most part pretty self-explanatory. I do want to explain a couple of things. There's the membership plans. You can click down here. Excuse me. Now for some reason in Shinjuku they have a one-trip membership and a monthly membership only. I do know for a fact that they also have a one-day membership. I don't know why it's not available in Shinjuku for some reason, but I do know in Osaka, for instance, you could do the one-day membership plan. The one-day membership plan costs around $10 to $15 depending on which city you're in at the moment. And for instance, a monthly membership costs around $18 to $20 per month. So it really makes more sense if you're going to use the bike for more than one day to just get a monthly membership, in my opinion. But you can do whatever you want, obviously. Okay, so there's that. And then the other thing I wanted to explain is it asks for a mobile number to put in here, and you obviously have to put a mobile phone number in there. It can be your US number or whatever country you're coming from. However, you don't actually need mobile phone service to work in Japan to use the the Docomo bikes. All you need is an email address, and you need to have data working so you can access the website basically. But you don't actually need a mobile phone service to work in Japan, if that makes any sense. And then now the second section I want to explain is this section here that says membership card registration. And what that is if you scroll down to the very bottom, you can read basically that a passcode will be issued to register your Osaftu Kietek or Transportation IC card as a membership card. Get the passcode and membership card registration. So basically what this means is you can use what's called an IC card. And what an IC card is basically a transportation card. It looks like a credit card, and you can top it up with money basically, and use it to ride the train stations, buses, subways. You can also use it in most of the convenience stores, and you can even use it in some restaurants. Mostly some of the fast food restaurants will accept this card. And basically this card, you just tap it on the IC reader sensor and it will deduct money from your card, and that's just an easier way to pay for things. The two major brands are Suica and Passmo, and there's really not hardly any difference between the cards, so you could choose either one. You can find Suicas and Passmos basically at any train station. They have these machines where you can purchase them, and it'll give you a physical card, and I believe they have some sort of deposit that you have to add on there, and then you just have to add, however much money you want to add on there. So anyway, if you click this membership register card, you can either choose to register an IC card or not register an IC card. And that basically is going to allow you to use your IC card at any Docomo bike that's available, that's at a station basically. So in order to do that, you would register your IC card, and after you complete this registration, it will give you an 8-digit PIN. And with that PIN, you go to any bike, any Docomo bike that's available, and you would hit the start button, and then you would hit the enter button, and then it will ask you for that 8-digit code to register your IC card. So then you type in the code, and then it will ask you to place the IC card on the IC card reader, which is actually on the keypad on the bike at the very rear. I'll put up a picture, you can see it. And once you do that, it registers your IC card. So then now, basically, at any Docomo bike station where there's a bike available, you can hit the start button on the keypad to boot up the little IC card reader machine, and then tap your IC card, and then it would unlock that bike. And so that makes it a lot easier. So once you enter in the 8 PIN code once to register your card, you don't have to keep doing that. You just use your IC card. So that's very convenient. I don't have a physical IC card. I actually have, there's an app you can get that works with my iPhone via Apple Pay, and it's basically like a virtual Suica card. And I just have it linked with my credit card, and so I can top up the Suica card via my Apple Pay wallet app and do that. However, I tried to get it to work with the Docomo bikes, and for some reason it just doesn't work. I'm not sure if it's not reading my Suica card via my iPhone, but I tried it multiple times and it just doesn't work. Now my Suica card on my iPhone works for everything else. It just for some reason doesn't work for the Docomo Bike Share service. So yeah, so that's it. And the other thing I wanted to note is if you don't have an IC card, you don't have to register it now. You can log back into your account and register your IC card pretty much at any time. So anyway, that's the end of this tutorial. If this brought you any value, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.